Hey guys, Bredo here. Welcome back to Fishing Barents Sea. Here we are for episode number 8. Don't come a knocking when this boat's a rocking. The water's pretty rough out here. You may notice the interior has changed a little bit. I have grinded enough for us to pick up the Hermes, so now we can go fishing for everything. I've been out and done a few little tests just to see how things go. So we've got fresh fish, 19,000 kilos of fish on board. We've got a few people working over here, well, idle at the moment, but we've got to set our net again. You can see our fish, currently got redfish and haddock. Quotas, we've got a lot of quotas here. It's not cod season yet, I don't think. Mackerel breeding season, haddock season. Haddock is down 40%, that's terrible, terrible. Alright, so let's jump out of this seat. Let's go back into our seat back here so we can get these guys to set the trawl net. Alright, off they go. Then we'll let the net get set. This guy's our better machine gutting fella, so we'll get him machine gutting once that trawl is done. There we go. You're okay at stacking, and you're okay at freezing. You're okay at nothing, so you might as well repair. I'm gonna let these run down a little way. It's supposed to be deep fishing, this boat, but every time I've let these out to full depth, it hasn't really worked out. So what I'm going to do now is just get us moving forward just a little bit. It's going to be a little bit tough with all this this rough seas around. Hopefully we can get some fish. We might stop it at 80 and 100. Oh, there we go. 80 to 100 like we have before in the past, and see what happens. We should go 100 and 120. Oh, no, I want that one to go to 100, don't I? Got a little bit of fish. Some over here. We'll just need to check our symmetry, so I'll have to set that screen up behind us. Alright, jump out of this seat so we can set these screens up to show us our symmetry. Trawling a little bit too quick and our symmetry is way out. I don't know why, but anyway. We're only doing 2.2 knots, so we're not going that quick, to be honest. Let's keep a close eye on our screen. Got nothing around at the moment. That looks like it's the bottom of the ocean. Here. See where the clearance is going up and down as we're rocking over these rocking over the waves and stuff. So let's reel that one out. We'll reel this one out. We'll put them both at 120, I think. Or maybe at 100. Well, we can't do it now, 100. We'll try maybe 110 on both. Starting to struggle a little bit with speed. There you go. Should both be 111. There you go. It looks a little bit better. Only clearance 29, 42, and the clearance will drop again. How's our symmetry now? It looks a little bit better. Our trawl speed's down, and our distance is outside that little square there. So, bloody seagulls are so noisy. It's not funny. We'll put the speed forward a little bit. He's got an 800 an hour. They're stacking 464 an hour, or freezing, and they're stacking so a little bit more than they're freezing, I think. Just a little bit less. So it's working out pretty well, but they're going to get tired eventually. Stacking is really really hard on the body. 1.5 an hour they're losing. Symmetry doesn't look too bad now. Except for the speed keeps going up and down. Doesn't look too bad, but we're not really getting any fish at the moment. Could aim for this, so maybe if we try and turn ourselves and head this way towards this line here. Probably a bit too far. Then hopefully we can start bringing that back over towards us. Yeah, there we go, 17.2, so... Oh, now it's gone away from us again. So I don't know how this thing works, it's just bloody... It's really frustrating. Can't get the hang of it. We need to get this. This is going to be a huge amount of fish if we can get any part of this. So let's turn a little bit more. Turn till we're heading all the way to the east. See if we can snatch a little bit of these fish that are there. I think it's going to be not quite where we want it to be. Still trying to turn. There we go, we're on a little bit of fish. 3. It's going to be about 90 degrees and then we're off it again. So there's not a great deal around at the moment, so let's reel it all in. You're idling, so you might as well go back over there. Freezing, he's not very good at anything. So what I've been doing is trying to get guys that are only got about 4% that they take on our sales, just so we can get a bit more money in our pocket instead of giving it to everybody else. So I'm going to bump the speed up a little bit. It does say, I'm pretty sure, oh, get out of this, I'm pretty sure in the wiki, see bottom trawling, Hermes. So it doesn't say anything about setting it down as far as we can go. Doesn't say anything about speed either, but I think most people say about 3 knots. It's usually the best. Alright, we're not far off hauling the trawl. Alright, you guys can come over to here. There you go, we'll haul it in. Let's go back here and have a good look at it. Get rid of this, the crew. Get rid of the HUD. Get that the big sausage coming in the back there. It's like a big fish turd. Couple of screenshots over there. Why not? It's going to raise the trawl net now. We can't. There's no way we can actually have like a free camera. I thought someone said T. If you use T, you can do it, but it doesn't work. So, but no, you can see there, it's raising the net up, which then will empty the net. And then we'll be able to put set the net back in the water again, set the trawl. Oh, let's bring the HUD back up. So I want to go full speed ahead, and I want to head 30,000 kilos of redfish. That's not too bad. I want to head to the east. Set the trawl again. Going way too quick. So pretty much stop the boat. We'll go set the nets. It gets really loud when we come in here for some reason. You can see the doors are just going out, so once this guy's finished Alright, there we go. Go there, you can go back to resting. Doing 3 knots. These guys are still working away. They're going to be absolutely murdered by the end of this. We're so tired. 800 an hour, machine gutting. Just 300 an hour. Let's have a look. Oh, we're on the fish already, which is good to see. This is slowly going up. I shouldn't say slowly, that's going up really quick. We can stay on this. We'll fill this up pretty quick. No, not very long. See, to me, the top of the net should be here, and the opening should be 130 meters down. And then the bottom of the net should be 144 meters to the bottom. So we shouldn't have been on any fish then, because there's nothing inside the net area. Unless I'm completely wrong, which wouldn't be the first time or the last time that I'm wrong at something, so... Keep heading to the east. Gives a bit more speed. There's not a lot around, so I want to put the net at about 165 meters, I think somebody said. Someone was saying 165 is what they do, which is ideal for them. Try and keep this at 90 degrees. So it knows we're heading to the east. Still not getting any fish at all at the moment. Go to our managed crew. The guys are getting pretty tired. He's really not tired because he's not doing much. There's still nothing here for us to catch. Getting ready now to stop the nets. Both on 165, so this stuff here we might be able to get if we're lucky. Going to keep trying to move us back around to the 90 degree mark. Check on these guys, they're still stacking flat out, but they're still really tired. There's not much else we can do. See, by the time we put the net out, bring the net in, like all this isn't even done. So it's going to be like a lot of time sitting at port waiting for these guys to gut and freeze. There's still what 33 tons of fish he's got to gut. And there's only one gutting machine. If we could have a second one and 2 guys gutting, freezing and stacking, that'll be perfect. There you go, stacking level up. So he's doing 257 and 200. She's doing 300 and 164, so that's 464. And that's 457. So they're just under what these guys are freezing. There's that guy's, he's got good stacking as well. Let's have a look. We're still not on any fish at all. Actually, I did do something the other night when I did buy this. I had a little bit of trouble trawling as well, and I had to go down to the local service station to get fuel and milk and all that sort of stuff. So I set the trawl, let it go, went down to the servo, did what I needed to do, come home, come back in and checked on it, and we had this was red, and that was up to the top of 80%, so we had a full net, which is great. But obviously I can't just do that now because you guys are here. So I really hope they can do something about the way the trawling system is set up. See, it's clearance, that's off the bottom, I believe. See, if that's 404 meters to here, that's saying clearance is 27 meters to the bottom. So we should be getting this stuff here. If I'm correct, it should be, the net should be like this, unless the net is just like that. Like I don't know. do not know, but it is a little bit frustrating. So we're still on no fish at all. Gonna bump the speed up a fair bit. We'll just see what happens. There we go, now we're on some fish. Let's slow us down a little bit. See now, what fish are we actually getting? This down here, or this, or it's hard to sort of work out. We're definitely not getting any of this because it's too far away. Might let the nets out a little bit more. Maybe 180. Let's see what that clearance drops down to. So now it's down to 3, so we should be getting like all this stuff off the bottom. We should really be getting. We need to turn our boat back to the right again to get this back to 90%. There we go. How are you guys going there? They're going to be pretty tired soon. He's cutting away. He's doing a pretty good job. So we really need these 5 guys. So we need 4 stackers, 2 freezers and a machine gunner, to be honest. So there's really... doesn't look like there's any fish there at all. It's really annoying. Still nothing. Still absolutely nothing. So it's a little bit frustrating to not know exactly what we're doing right or wrong. I'll quickly go in and look at the guides while you can see my mouse, which is me looking at the guide stuff. We have a look at the trawling basics. We're at bottom right. So H is height of the trawl bag opening, clearance to the ground, and the most important is the rate of fish mass entering the net. Well, yeah, we know how that works, but so he goes, I'll let the doors out around 125 to 160 meters, brings his speed to about 3 knots, and just let the ship go. Yeah, so he says about 125 to 160 meters. Let's reel them in a little bit. We're not getting anything at the moment. There's absolutely nothing there. That's the height of the net, the opening. So that's the height and the width, you would say, and the clearance to the bottom. So we should be right on the bottom. Unfortunately, there's nothing here that tells us how deep we are. How these guys going? They're just about ready to give up, I think. Gutting. We should be doing better than that. Oh well. Look at the weather. 17 kilometers an hour. 10.5 kilometers, whatever that is. Visibility. Oh, visibility. Okay. Precipitation's 100% chance of rain, which is raining now, and cloud cover is 5 octas, whatever octas are. Set these back out again. $120 both. There we go. Let's see how we go. We said the city speed to about 3 knots, so we'll bump it up a little bit. So these guys are, there we go, it's too tired to work. So I knew he wouldn't be far off. You can go and help out. Not that you're going to stack much, but you can at least go and help. You're too tired to work as well. But yeah, everyone else is still going okay. I don't know how far this Olav Hansen's going to go, but we're still not really catching a lot. The height of the net is 155. So these numbers 517, is that from the surface, or is that 508 meters to the left of us? Because I thought that was how far away. 38.6 degrees to our left. It's 13 degrees down, whatever that means. So if we go minus 40 degrees, so if we go to 45 degrees with our ship direction, give it full speed ahead, just to help us with the turning. I'll keep the speed up to about there. Try and keep our boat at about 45 degrees, which that's completely gone now anyway. So now that's plus 20 degrees. So yeah, it's kind of weird how it all works. To me it is anyway. I mean, there's probably a lot of people out here that are face palming because they know what's going on, but I have no clue. It seems like we're in a really shallow area. There's a bit of some fish here coming through, so that'll be a good pickup if we can go and get this. So we'll just let the boat go back to the 90 degrees we were before. Hopefully we can grab some of this. Hopefully. Hopefully I can at least get one full net before we end the episode. So we're going to limit the episode to about 30 minutes for now, and see how we go. If you guys want a little bit longer, let me know, but this one's going to be pretty short. So our catch is 60%, so we're not far off. But there's some fish here which I want to try and get. See, now we can see the net. So I've had this issue before. And I do not know what's going on with it, but it looks bloody stupid. Is that because our net's hitting the bottom of the ocean? Like, I don't know. So I'm just going to give it full noise and see what happens. He's resting. You can eat again. You're resting. You can eat again. And I have no idea. This seems really silly to me. Absolutely nothing there. If you have a look back, like our net is out of the water. Which is very, very strange. Jump up from here. This is 125 meters, I think. So that to me says that it's only 125 meter depth. So let's slow us back down to about just under half throttle. Hopefully the net will start going back down again. Not going to get any of this stuff, but that'll be awesome if we could. Might give us some more throttle now. Sorry, just got bloody video editing software popping up while I'm trying to play. There we go. Might just bring us up to 75 meters. Still, the boat's still pulling itself to the left. I still want to keep it at about 90 degrees. So our net is underwater now. But there's absolutely nothing around, so let's just bring them in. Bugger it. Cannot find a bloody thing. These guys are going to be okay to haul the net. Beautiful. Bloody seagulls. Let's slow us down a little bit. I think, yeah, every time something pops up, the sound goes away. Things stop popping up, we'll be alright. We're still going forward, not quite. We'll give us a little bit more oomph. 30 meters, alright, so you guys come in and get ready to haul away. There we go. Haul the bad boy in. These guys are still resting fairly well. Two stackers. So raise this in and then see what we've got. Then we'll call it an episode, I think, because it's getting a little bit frustrating for me that I don't know if the trawling system is correct or incorrect, but just for somebody like me that has no idea about fishing, it's just bloody frustrating. Like, I'm at the point now where I want to go back and just use the net with the old boats. Whereas you get a lot more fish with these guys, it's just a million times harder. So you can see our fish sausage coming in. Empty the net. What do we get? 51,000 kilos of redfish. So we're going to have a ton of redfish on board. Absolutely massive amount. Alright, you guys can go back. You can go back. You can go back. You can cook because we're going to need some more food. And that'll be it, I think. We've still got 159,000 kilos of free space. So we've got to avoid getting redfish because we're at the stage where we're going to fully outfish our redfish and have nothing left to get. I'm going to get the boat moving forward. I'm going to turn him around a little bit. Get him till he's heading 0 degrees. See if we can keep the boat on the track for 0 degrees. Alright, there we go. Now, if I jump out of that seat, go and have a look. Now we're getting into a deeper area. That is 300 meters, so it's probably an ideal spot to set the net here and go again. We're still sort of going to the right a little bit, so just going to completely bring the boat to a stop. So I've shut down the engine. Well, you can hear it running now, and that's me. I've shut it down. So the boat should pretty much just come to a stop. And we'll call it the end of the episode anyway. Righto guys, if you enjoyed it, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the new Hermes. If you got a name for it, leave it in the comment section, we'll change it. Either the one I like the most or the one with the most likes we will use. If you've got any ideas for trawling, leave it in the comment section, because I'm at the point, as I said, where I'm frustrated with it, and I'm just going to completely give up with trawling or completely give up with the game for a little while until they've made a few changes. But yeah. Anyway, guys, it's been Bruno's Gaming. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.